Okay, I'm sharing the links. I'm sharing. It's okay. Yeah. Yes.
When you're done, you gotta take this back thing.
Hello, and we're live. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Hey, and just a heads up, how many viewers do we have? Just a few. We're having some serious bad storms here, so this could all shut down because I've already had one electrical outage. So hopefully it won't be too bad. I hear a lot of feedback on your end, Stan. I might have to turn you down.
Me? I got my headphones on.
Sounds like paper. I'm not sure. It's okay.
Jen was packing a package for our lovely, lovely members.
All right, so how's everybody doing? I can't see.
I'm just still sharing, folks. I'm sorry I'm not reading it.
I'm always phone. Sorry, she can't come to the phone right.
How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's well today.
Yep, I'm just trying to get the comments up.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. It's refreshing.
We've been plagued by technical difficulties.
So grab your coffee. We know it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so you can grab coffee or you can grab your beverage of choice, whatever that might be. For Todd, it's probably some sort of hard liquor.
I have my water. I'm on a strict water diet.
Hi, Tammy. All right, so, you're still on that water diet because of your injuries.
Oh, yeah.
We'll call it an injury.
Yes, an injury.
Okay,
I swear.
so we're going to give a few shout-outs. Hey, Jessica. Hi, Tammy. Hey, Carol. Hey, M. Volume issue. Melanie Ryder said there's a volume issue. Hi, Margot.
On my end?
I'm not sure. Let us know. Can y'all confirm if you can hear us okay? I don't have my mic out all the way, so I'll put that out.
But I could change my mic. Let's see, microphone. Yeah, no, that's the good mic.
I think they can hear us now. Okay, Melanie, you can hear us okay now?
But I could raise my microphone. How's that? Hola.
Oh my God. Did you see that?
Did you just crash, Amy?
I hope not.
I hope not also.
No, we're still live.
Hooray.
Hooray! No, it still says we're still live. All right, perfect. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook.
You better check YouTube.
Amy's faded, it says. How about now? Check, check. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom. Check, check. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom.
Check, check. Boom, boom. I don't even want to know.
I know. I'm so jealous. Stan's got a Halloween headband. It's not Halloween yet. Quit rushing it, Jen.
I got headphones on. She don't hear.
Okay. Okay. So welcome to the Friday edition of the Stamy Show. Bum, 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 bum. This was kind of last minute planned because we have some, really not much of anything to talk about. No, we do. We have some stuff to talk about.
We were just testing the equipment, folks.
Yeah. Okay, so, you're going to ask me about what's new for me this week. I'm pretty excited. I already told you how excited I was to be in love with something for a change.
What's his name? Wait.
Yeah. Come on, ask me the question. How are you supposed to be my co-host and you can't follow along?
Well, what did you fall in love with, Amy? How's that?
Hi, Nikki. Hi, Yolan. Hi, Julie. Thank you. I fell in love with a new printer this week. So.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah,
I knew that.
So I got a new printer, and I'm so excited. Actually, me and one of our graphic artists got a new printer. And Margot, do you realize that our printers are now birthday twinsies? Because we got them and set them up on the same day. So every year we need to celebrate our printers' birthday twinsies. Ooh, I'm blurring out. What's going on? Camera malfunction. This weather is driving me crazy. So I got a new printer. And guess what kind of printer it is? And yes, I have a video to come.
You bought a Sawgrass? Come on.
No.
You broke down?
No.
I've been telling you for years to get that SG800.
Nope. I'm a true die-hard Epson user, so I got a new Epson.
Okay.
I got the new EcoTank 16500. That is the model that allows you to print up to the 13 by 19 size print, which I have to have. So I had the Epsons. I had two Epson Workforce 7110s, and then I switched to the 1430. And there's a couple reasons behind that. So I made each Workforce last for about 2 years. So for $150 per printer, I wasn't too distraught when the heads went crap on me. And it was always the cyan head too that would always go out on those. So based on our resident Epson professional Wade Saka, I decided to switch to the 1430. And nothing wrong with the 1430. It's just I'm a little spoiled with on-screen display and being able to just set it, go to the printer and run a head clean and do whatever I want right there because of the nice display. Not having that, believe it or not, was a huge issue for me. I don't know why. I just could never get over that. So also, I didn't find that the 1430 was very easy to set up compared to the Workforces. So I was pleasantly surprised how easy the EcoTank 16500 was to set up.
Now, is that the new one that has the blue inks? No, that's the 15500, right? This is the one that is full for sublimation and...
It is 4 inks, so you've got your typical.
Oh, it's 4. Oh, good.
Black,
that's what I was asking.
Cyan, magenta, and yellow. So it's 4 inks.
CMYK.
Yep, and it prints phenomenal. So we'll show you the video. I'm going to show you how I actually put some ink in there, and give you just a it's not brief. It's going to be a long video, guys, because I also wanted to test it full blown in pressing. So I had some vapor shirts I had to press. I pressed vapor shirts.
Nice.
And I've since been pressing some natural wood ornaments, which we'll talk about a little bit later as well. So I'm very, very happy. And that's not the only change I made. I also switched ink companies. So I'm giving a new company out a try, and why are you shaking your head at me?
Because no, not you. My dog. Someone's knocking at my door.
Oh, you're.
And the dog is.
That sounds like a rat.
She's a Yorkie poo. Thank you very much. She's a sweetheart when she's not barking at everybody.
Yeah, Melissa, I really feel like my new printer is better than the 1430, and that's just going to be my opinion. Remember, I just got it this week, so I will follow up probably in a month, and then I'll do another follow-up in 3 months, and then another one in about 9 months, and another one in a year, because I like to keep my reviews as honest as possible, especially for you guys. So right now, though, for the initial setup process and straight out of the box and printing, it was very painless. So I'm very happy with it so far. What's new for you, Stan? Any updates?
Could you give me a little warning when you're going to switch over to me? I mean, I was in the midst of thought.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. This week I actually have those wallets coming in. And not just the wallet, but also the one that's a bag. I know some people were trying to pass off the large wallet as the large one, but it's not. This is the large. And it's more of a bag than a wallet. And it is a little different. So I'm waiting for the other ones to come in. It has, you know, spots for everything inside.
Nice.
See the spot? There's a spot there for the license to go in on the back side there. There's a couple of zippered compartments in the middle. There's credit card compartments and another zippered compartment inside. But I'm waiting for all the colors to come in before I show everybody everything. So this way we know exactly what I have and what I'm offering, not to get confused with anybody else's junk or whatever, garbage or nice stuff. Whatever it is, it is. And oh, I got the polymer ornaments coming in. All you ceramic folks that love those ceramic ornaments, you're gonna love my polymer ornaments. We'll have them in all the popular shapes. This week, I believe Monday, it'll be the round and the heart shape. And I have a fridge magnet coming in also in polymer. And next Monday is going to be the bell and the 2-size Christmas trees. And I know there's something else I'm missing, and a couple of keychains, polymer round discs and rectangles with curved corners, radius corners. You all know I had the waffle weaves. You know, I did get a couple of complaints on the waffle weave towels, folks, that my pockets were too deep and the pressings weren't coming out well. And I totally figured out what the problem is. Everybody's used, and I'm not putting anything down, I promise you, but everybody's used to microfiber waffle weaves. And if you press them too hard, you flatten out the waffle and it never comes back. But I don't have that problem with my waffle weaves because these are actually woven towels. And I want to show you, I squeezed the heck out of this. It was pressed strong and firm, and it did not flatten out anywhere. All the waffles are still there, and I used very strong pressure to make sure that the bottoms of my pockets were filled with color. Here's the writing. You can see it didn't. You see how full that is and how deep it goes? I think some have been, and it's, you know, more than just one person, it's just a few people. I think everybody's used to, like I said, those microfiber ones that are out there that are really not waffle weaves. They're waffle pattern microfiber, where the waffle shape is cut into it instead of woven. So I think that had a lot to play with it, as why some people have problems. But as you can see, they press very fine.
They look, I think they look really nice, Dan, honestly.
Well, I just think it was because enough pressure wasn't used by some, and that could happen. I mean, you know, when you get used to pressing a certain type of towel, and then you have a different brand or a different type, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Right. You get used to the same settings that you used to use, even though the settings may be a little different. And here's my, yes, I've had this for months and months and months. This is one of our Subla plush towels.
Oh, that is so, and I love the towels. The towels are my favorite.
Yes, and you can see how deep the color penetration is. No matter which way you rub it, we have some color going on. See? Up and down, left and right. And those are very soft. And here I did the same design as the waffle weave. You saw me press these live a few weeks ago. And this is also on the sheared micro velour and cotton towel. And look how beautiful all that came out. So just showing that to everybody. And
Sandy says she's pressing. She said she's pressing waffle weaves tonight.
right.
Let me turn this around so it's in front of me. All right.
Yes, use firm pressure. Don't be if they're ours. Please use firm pressure. Don't be afraid. I don't mean that bad. I'm just saying that I know that everybody's used to different types. So squeeze the heck out of it, folks, and it'll hold up. I promise. Oh, I do have 2 new items that are in stock, but I need to post them tonight. I needed some good pictures, and I kind of messed this one up a little bit. But I have beautiful glass crystal coasters that came in round and square. And there's my little red truck that I like using that I had drawn for me. This is original to Coney Island Transfer. I know everybody has their own version, their own model. I don't know if it's a Chevy or a Ford. It's a Coney. So...
It's a Coney.
But,
that's so funny.
Yes. But I'm going to have these come in sets of 4. And they also come in round. I didn't press any round yet, but I can show you what they look like. They come in a box of 4 with the rubber bumpers to put on the feet. They come with a set of rubber bumpers for each coaster. And here are the round ones.
So Tony said that, and Tony, you said you're in the UK, so you probably use, and I love those, Stan, but let me change the
Tony
subject.
who?
Tony Bray.
Oh, Tony Bray. Tony, where the heck have you been?
I know. And so he says he's been in the UK and his 7110s have lasted him 3 years. Nice, Stan. So I'm thinking maybe you get your ink from from a UK vendor, obviously. And that was one of the reasons for me to kind of switch. The current ink supplier I've had has been wonderful for years, been great. But I've noticed some change in the formula of the inks, and I started seeing where my ink was thickening a little. The lifespan wasn't quite as long as the shelf lifespan wasn't quite as long as I felt it should have been. So I switched to another provider, and so far I'm pretty happy because the big deal to me was the black inks. My old provider, I got the richest black of black inks possible, and that is very important to me considering a lot of my sports teams and designs have a very rich black. Well, the new provider, which is Ink Owl, and I don't know if you guys have heard of them, their prices are pretty phenomenal as well. I fully tested their black ink this week, and it is spot on. I'm extremely happy with them, so I don't mind switching. Nothing bad towards the old supplier. It's just that it was time to give somebody else new, and and also money can play a factor for a lot of people. So I'm definitely not opposed to saving a few dollars here and there if I can get the same exact quality. So I mean, we all feel that way, right? I mean, who wants to overspend for good quality? Okay, so hi Lee. Hi, Pat. Hey, Christina. Oh, okay, something else we're talking about. Ooh, we got something in store for you guys. So,
what?
With all of the, everybody is fully aware, if you're in the U.S., that the Carolinas are under, they just went through Hurricane Florence, and now they're under severe flooding disasters. And so all of our thoughts and prayers definitely go out to anybody that is affected by the Carolina events or any of the surrounding states. So our graphic designers decided to put together some graphics that we will be sharing in the main group for you guys to use for fundraising purposes. Now, these designs are not to be used to profit for yourself. They are used strictly to help you come up with the design and put on your t-shirt and put on your shirts or whatever you're going to do. And then we hope you'll do the right thing and donate whatever you make or a portion of what you make off of your products.
We don't want you to lose money.
Yeah, we don't want you to lose money, but towards the charity of your choice. So there's so many different charities out there. Some feel strongly about others than other charities. So we didn't want to limit what charities you guys want to donate to. So this is the way we came up with that would best benefit everyone.
We're actually going to. We haven't discussed this yet. I just thought about this. When you donate to the Red Cross, it doesn't necessarily go to that disaster, even though they are amazing when it comes to disasters.
What are you wearing?
I didn't fall into. We're live. It's a bad thing. That's my daughter, Emily. So, I got into sublimation because of Hurricane Sandy, and I survived for a few weeks on Red Cross chili. The whole family did, and they're wonderful. But Jeff Tyson, one of our moderators, actually lives down there, and his family is caught in the disaster, and maybe he could help us. Oh, I didn't know that, Pat. But let's see if maybe Jeff could come up with a list of local charities, so we know that whatever is donated will go directly to the people that are in need right now, and I'm sure there are so many. Like I said, you know, Hurricane Sandy ended me up right here in the middle of Sublimation and more. So, you know, I feel strongly about everybody pitching in and helping out if they can. So,
thank you.
We'll get a list out there. We'll get a list out there.
Yeah, and with that being said, I don't know how many of us have a lot of t-shirts, even mistake t-shirts lying around, ones that you made mistakes on. So you can donate.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, you can donate whatever shirts that you're not using anymore. Even the mistake ones. A shirt is a shirt. It'll help put a piece of clothing on somebody's back that is desperately in need. So you just need to find your charity to be able to donate that to, whether it be churches or whatever. But there's probably a lot of locals that are setting up for that, and they will transport it up to the Carolinas for you.
Right.
Some Christina Ryder said that you're looking very batty today.
I am so batty.
Okay, so look,
we have no idea.
So a question that was brought up is regarding Ink Owl. So I did notice when I was on their website that they provide inks for the SG800 as well. So somebody,
you know, honestly, I don't know if I would go for that. I've heard of a few people. No, honestly, I've heard of a few people ruining their print heads over time because of particles and solids, and I don't know the exact cause, but it didn't happen the first time. It happened to one person in our group, to 2 SG printers in 1 week. So,
well, what I'm commenting on is somebody asked if anybody has done it, and then a member followed up with that she uses it in her SG800. So my question would be for Christina, I mean, how long have you been using it in your printer? I mean, that to me tells me a lot right there, is how long you've used the inks in the printer, because only time will tell whether they're going to actually damage the print heads. And that's just, you know, it's going to be the same for an Epson as well, not just Sawgrass. It's going to be the same. And remember, the formulation for the Sawgrass inks are different. So
they're actually they're gel and not liquids. So that might be the big difference.
Okay, so nothing against Sawgrass. I just don't have $2,000 in my budget to print on it, so I go with an Epson. And I've had this one little Epson printer here. No, if you can see it. This one right here with the baby monitor sitting on for 10 years. It's a workhorse. I can't even justify getting a new printer because this bad boy's still going strong. So.
But wait a minute, was it a sublimation printer?
No, no, it's a regular printer, but 10 years, come on. That says a lot for a printer.
It does.
Thank you. Okay.
I won't take that away because I've had Canons and HPs, and we were going through them every other year. So this time we actually bought, for our printing out our invoices and our packing slips, you know, non-sublimation printer, I bought the ET4750 just because it came with 3 years worth of ink, and I was tired of every month, you know, spending big money on ink.
And that's another thing. When I took out they give you the 1 year worth of ink is what I got with mine. So I'll be able to. I do plan on getting another Eco Tank for my desktop printer. I'm just trying to force myself to do it, but I'll have lots of ink already because I'm taking the ink from the one I just converted. So you want to go ahead and you guys want to... Okay, so you guys want to go ahead and let's watch the video. And feel free to ask questions. I will pause the video because it is pre-recorded. I will pause it if you all have questions, okay? So let's go there now.
Okay.
Okay, so here is the new printer that I just got in. This is a Epson. It is the Epson Eco Tank, and it's the 16500 model, which is the only model that they offer in the Eco Tank size that you can print up to 13 by 19, and that was a huge factor to me with getting a new printer. Now this printer was pretty costly compared to most other Epson printers. They have a refurbished units available on their website that you can buy for $707. There's a coupon you can get for, if you just do a search on Google, you can get free 2-day FedEx shipping, and that's what I ended up getting. So with taxes, they charged me approximately around $757. So that's how much I paid for this printer. And hopefully it'll last me a long time, being that it's already configured for and set up for like a continuous ink take system. So I just wanted to show you real quick. I'm sorry, Stan, I couldn't hear you. What?
Is your video playing?
Yeah. I can see it on the screen. So it's got the 2 trays. I really like this printer so far because it reminds me a lot of the Workforce printer with the on screen here. When I had switched from, I'm gonna just make it bigger. When I had switched from
I don't see you on
the hold on, from the Workforce 7110, because my cyan head got shot on me. I was told to get a 1430, and I did, and I just was never really content with it. I didn't like that it didn't have any on-screen functions. I was spoiled with the Workforces by having these on-screen functions. I can tell you that setting this thing up was very painless, very easy. Even getting it on the wireless network. And yes, I print wirelessly. I have with all my printers, but this printer was by far the easiest to get set up. So it has a scan, and what I like is it has a big scanner bed. And let me zoom out if I can. So the scanner bed is approximately, it looks like it's about 11 by 17, which is a huge plus for me when I'm doing new blanks that I need to bring in and scan so I can make templates for them. It's a fax if you choose to use that option. The only thing I'm really upset with about Epson, again, is what I found with the Workforces is on the second tray, you have 2 trays, a top and a bottom tray. On the second tray, they don't allow you to print in presentation paper matte. I don't know why they don't give that as an option. So if you can see cassette 1, and if we went with cassette 2, so that's I'll be selling the 1430s, no worries. I'm getting them ready, prepped and cleaned and all that good stuff. So on the cassette 2, the paper head again only gives you these 4 options, which is disappointing to not have the same options as you have for the cassette 1. I'm gonna try on printing on all these paper settings and play with that later to see if I can get one that'll match the cassette 1 settings. But generally, I've always been taught to print on presentation paper matte. So that's what I have it set for. And I have it set to letter size paper. What I'd like to see Epson do is be able to have all these same functions for the second paper tray, so that you can keep like the big paper, which is the Super B paper, the 13 by 19 paper in, like, say, 1 tray, and then keep your regular letter paper in the second tray. But as of now, we still don't have those options. Okay, so that's just that was a very small minor disappointment as far as that goes. Let's go over here to where you put the inks in, and I'm just going to show you how I do that real quick. Okay, so over here is where the ink tanks are kept. They have just 4, and I was messing with that. They have just 4 tanks. So the regular 4-color. Stan looks so bored.
No, I was just thinking that
the regular 4-color black,
magenta systems are coming in with, built-in continuous supplies, you know?
Yeah. You just had a bored look on your face.
No, I was just thinking all the people that always had troubles with cartridges and resetting chips. I mean, I know that's all changed in time, but I just mean it's come so, you know, a long way.
Yeah, it really has.
A long, long way.
To cyan and yellow. So those are your 4 tanks that you have right there. If you buy your inks from Conbra Ink, the bottles are going to be able to fit in there perfectly. So you would just put this bottle and turn it inside, just dump it in there, okay? But if you get your inks from another manufacturer that come in bottles like this, then you're gonna have to use something to get it in there. So I have a little funnel that I'm using, and this is ink that I've been testing out. Somebody new. Awesome. It's called Hale, and their prices are very reasonable. And one of the things I wanted to test for is for how black their black is. I've got colors in there. I've really never had a problem with colors. I've tested colors from China, from Cobra, from other places. Colors has never been an issue for me as much as the black. I need a complete jet black. So for any of you that have ever tried the Cobra 4.2 black ink, you know how jet black it is, and that's what I have to have. So I got this one to test out, and it passed all my tests, and it's very comparable to Conbra Ink. So I'm really happy with that, and the prices are very reasonable. So all you do is just take the ink, and I'm just gonna pour it in there. And you gotta be careful that you don't overflow it. So down here at the bottom, you can see, I'm gonna zoom in for you guys. You can see where it's filling up, right there.
See, I never had to go through any of this.
And this is probably going to take this whole entire bottle. Probably could have a little more.
Sharon.
Okay. And when you use a funnel, just be careful, have a rag around so that you don't get that ink dripped. And that's obviously my ink towel right there. All right, I'm going to pause because there's a couple questions going on. Cobra sent me their 4.3s, and I was not impressed with the non-profiles. I did not get the same results as I used with the 4.2. So that's just me personally, and I tried. They sent me the refillable cartridges for my 1430, and I pulled out my continuous ink system and put those in and followed their instructions as far as the no profiles went, and I just did not have any luck. It was primarily that black. I could not get the 4.3 with no profiles to print the black. Even when I switched it to use a profile, because I tested, it still was not that jet black. So I had passed that information along to them. I'm not kind of sure where they sit with that, but I'm telling you, I've been down this road. Last Christmas, that is when I discovered the huge difference between their 4.2 and their 4.1 blacks, which is the 4.1 is going to come out of kind of like a grayish purplish tint, and that's not okay with me. So but the 4.2 is a strict jet black if you use it in conjunction with their profile. Tony asked, did I set up an ICC profile with Hale? I sure did. They make it, there's no secret on downloading the profile. They put it, you don't have to send an email or any of that. They put it right there on their page for you to download. You download it, and they've got a PDF instruction that is very basic and simple to set up that profile, and it literally took me a couple seconds. So yes, I'm using it in conjunction with a ICC profile that Hale provided. How dirty it is. And then you just put the lids back on. The little rubber lids. Okay. And then you close it. Huh?
Is that I remember you and Daryl Wilson, one of our older moderators, admin,
legacy.
around way before me. Around way before me.
Yeah, he was a legacy.
Yeah. Founding.
What
do you call that? charter moderator, admin. Sorry.
And we still value him very much. So he's just so busy with his business is being very successful. So.
Thank God. So, I do remember that when you guys had a full waste tank in your Epson, you guys used to dump all that black ink back into the black. Does that still work? Is that still a viable
I'm going to be honest
option?
with you. It was, when I dumped it out of the thing, it was really like a brownish, and I was afraid, because I'm so particular about my jet blacks, I was afraid to even try it. I didn't want to do it because it had a more brown tint to it than the normal black does. So I was afraid to even try it.
Very understandable. I wish he was watching so he could weigh in.
Yeah, really. And that is it. It literally is easy, guys. So easy. And the quality prints wonderful. So I'm gonna go ahead and print a sheet now. I need to print some large paper. So, and remember, from this you can print from the back as well as in the front and the top trays and the bottom tray. But for this, I've got a couple different sheets I need to print. So I'm going to load the Super B in there. And for those of you I know may not be aware that how to print the large paper, so you pull this out, and here is a little thing right here. You got to push that in and bring your tray all the way out for the larger paper. All right, and then here you just push this button, and so you push this button right here and you widen it. So we're gonna go ahead and print a couple pieces of sheets of paper. Paper goes upside down, and I do use the text print paper. The text print paper that I have found has been the best quality paper, and I love that it's labeled on one side so there's no confusion as to what side you should be printing on. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and print and let you guys see how this thing prints. Alright, so I'm getting ready to send to the printer now. Now, because I have the paper set up for a letter, it may tell me that I need to, and it's going to tell me, it's asking me pretty much, do I want to print that? So I'm just going to hit yes. I'm fast forwarding here so y'all didn't have to wait. It really doesn't print that fast, I promise. Yes, Tony, there's still a rear loader, and I love that too. I love that feature about it because when I use my scraps in the rear loader all the time. All right, so we're over here at the press. Eldon has already got this lined up. We are using a foam pillow, and the idea is you need to let the paper kind of hang off of the pillow a little bit so that you don't get those press marks. I printed 2 images to a sheet, so I tried to leave as much extra paper as I could to hang off, but also that left for I had to have a smaller pillow, pressing pillow. So this is what Eldon's doing now. He just needs to put some spread. He's gonna go ahead and wipe it down with your.
I've already done this.
He's already taken the lint roller, and you need to lint roll your material. Reason why is because there's loose fibers on the material, and those fibers will press and they'll leave like these random colors. Eldon and I know we've been through this, and it used to drive us crazy until we kind of got wise to the lint rolling. So next we need to spray adhesive your transfer. Stan!
What did I do?
I've been telling you for a week to fix that smoke detector. Somebody just commented on it. For a week I've been telling you.
Can't reach it.
Make Joey get on a chair then and reach it.
Okay.
Jeez. Right here.
Damn, Joe!
Are you spreading the front?
Yeah, but do it over the trash. And do it over the trash can. They can't see that, but go ahead. And you just want a light spritz. And what he's going to do is he's got his white light and he's going to try to line it up. I put little dots on the outside and I use Sharpie on accident. So we're going to pray that that doesn't go through to the shirt, because what the dots are there for is that's where I know we need to let it, that's where we want the paper to hang off before it cuts off the image. So we're just going to see how this goes. And we probably need to raise our pressure to get that over there.
You just need paper? Mm-hmm. Does it matter? It just needs to be big enough to cover it?
Yeah, you want a clean paper. That's been used.
Yeah, I was going to say that's yellow as heck.
Yeah.
All right.
Always use clean butcher paper. Do not use Teflon. The inks will transfer to the Teflon and stay there. You always want to use butcher paper because it's cheap, guys, super cheap. And it'll take you a long time before you get through those big rolls. One of these rolls literally lasts me about 6 months or longer.
And I use half of it for packaging material.
And then we recycle it by using half for packaging. Now you're going to have to raise the pressure on that to get it to swing over without moving anything. For a very long time.
So to the, yep, that way. Keep going.
And then once you get it over it, then we'll lower the pressure down.
Oh, wait.
Probably not high enough yet.
No, I know it is. I just can't stand trying to do that with. I can't stand trying to move the shirt while the heat press is already out.
I don't do a lot of shirts, guys, but these are for Eldon and his gar fishing trip this weekend. So I'm sorry, what?
I was just curious. How much do you usually sell your shirts for?
Well, these particular shirts, I'm only selling them for $15, which I think is a heck of a deal, considering they're vapor shirts. But this is for Eldon's little fishing trip, so I mean, I'm not making a lot of profit off it. There's a little profit.
Wait. I have to stop you there before you get yourself in trouble. When speaking to your husband, never say anything is little, okay? That little fishing trip. His fishing trip.
Oh my God! Please, we don't want to talk about that. So because he's OCD about straightness and all that, I make him do his own shirts.
Now, I'm gonna let you adjust the pressure because I have no idea how much you want it to be.
A little bit more. All right, there we go. And now we're gonna let it cook for 400 degrees for approximately 60 seconds. Oops. Sorry, moving the tripod around. So we're going to let that cook and then we'll come back as soon as it's done.
Ready?
Yep. All right. So it's done.
I like the way you have mean heat.
All right.
That's a big mean monster.
And we'll recycle that and put it in his packing box. Yay! I don't see any lines, and I don't see where the Sharpie
dots.
Yeah, so it came out good. And if you guys see any press lines, you can just take a piece of regular paper and rub around the edges. But for the most part, I think this came out really good.
Pish posh.
Not bad.
Hey, don't rub on the damn color, fool.
Let's hold it up.
And my OCD, oh, there's a line all the way around it. Flawless line, look. Mm-hmm. I mean, as usual. But you know what, though? After you wash that once, that line disappears, though. So, anyway.
No. Oh, too much pressure then. We'll try the next one.
Yeah, a little too much pressure because see how smooth it is in the square?
Yeah.
Still looks good and it's dead center. And I like it. That looks good. All right, on to the next one.
Yep.
I just need to get it in the vicinity of where we're working.
All right, so now what Eldon's doing is he's taking a piece of butcher paper, which we doubled up, and we're putting on the inside. So we're gonna press without the foam this time, and just use the butcher paper and see what happens. What?
I said Eldon presses those shirts pretty well.
Oh,
he lines
dude.
them up nicely. He's checking out his corners. He's checking out his center.
He is so OCD, and believe it or not, years ago when he was a select football coach for years,
Right.
there was a company that that owned the select organization. They also had a team apparel shop, so Eldon would go in there and help them press the team jerseys. He'd press his own jerseys for his team to make sure the numbers and names would go on straight. So he's got experience in pressing.
Yeah, he sure does.
Mr. Perfection here. I'm sorry, guys. I need to make sure that everything is dead center.
Somebody go beat up that smoke detector.
Where's your lamp thing? I don't want that big hair on there. That's nice.
See, you have a McDonald's soda there on the left.
That's him, not me.
Hold on.
Just checking.
All right.
It's important to try to line your design up too before you set it down, because once the adhesive sticks, you're not picking it up without messing the shirt up again. At least that's the way it is for me. I'm gonna go right there. Piece of butch paper.
Yeah. All right, let me adjust the pressure. Richard says he's gonna start a GoFundMe just to buy you a new battery for that fire detector. Yes, correct. It's a Endura press.
I bet it still leaves a little bit of an outline, just because of the design of it.
We're going to see how that works, and we're going to cook it at 400 degrees for 60 seconds, very light pressure. No foam in the middle, just butcher paper to protect the opposite side of the shirt.
Use that one more time.
No,
Can you
no,
not?
I wouldn't. I don't know.
Oh, so you never use. Then I didn't need to make it that big. Sorry. It still looks amazing. I'll tell you that much. Shoot, we'll find out soon enough. I'm wrinkling up my shirt. Did you even check to see how bad that was though before you did that?
Husband and
Maybe
wife.
it didn't need that much at the time. Let's see.
You're not going to hurt it with rubbing down paper.
Design didn't go through that at all. Why would it go through the shirt? No.
Boy, she was like, ooh.
And doesn't look like there's. Oh wait, show it.
Look at me.
Let me see. So look. So that actually, I don't see any press lines at all. So that was very light pressure.
Good, sorry.
Yeah, light pressure, no foam, and paper, just a double folded over piece of paper in the middle. So what, Stan?
Didn't we just watch that?
No, this is pressing without the foam. I did it both ways. Or if you'd be paying attention.
I was too busy.
Those shirts came out really good. So hold the shirt up, because how you were holding it up, they couldn't see. All they could see was your back.
Yeah, that one, the lines thing, this one did way better.
Yeah.
There's no lines on it.
Yeah, there we go. Let's zoom in. So those are tips and tricks for you to try. And I've done the foam method with another shirt that he already gave away tonight to one of his friends, and it worked as well. But because I'm not wanting to, I got to print because I'm not wanting to. Yes, I'll get it ready. Because I'm not wanting to. I'm wanting to print two pieces. I'm going to use this method so that I don't waste as much ink.
gotta
So
read
we're
the
gonna go ahead and keep
comments,
pressing.
Dan.
Paper's a lot easier to get in and out than that daggum foam too, just for the record.
All right, so I'm gonna go over there and print. Okay, so now we're going to press on a gray shirt. And these are, and I don't know if I mentioned before, but these are the Vapor Basic shirts. I did get these shirts from Coney, but you can get them just about from any of the suppliers. Coastal, Johnson's Plastics, LRI, I mean, all of them sell Vapor. So and my husband just really likes the way these Vapor shirts feel. So I know they're a little more on the costly compared to like the Gildans and stuff.
But they're almost like, what do you call them, dry fits. They feel like, the white ones feel like dry fits and the gray ones are close. They feel like dry fits.
Well, and that's the performance part of them. But I also like that they're pretty, they're not like the dry fit shiny material, like that silky stuff. So when he's...
Is that what?
Light gray, Heather?
Yeah, that's the Heather light gray. Uh-huh. I wanted to show what the design, same logo would look like on the gray.
It says dry fit, he doesn't mean like that.
I said they feel.
Yeah. So they feel like it, but yet they've also got they also feel the closest to cotton that I could find. So they're just really nice shirts. And we've already printed these. Well, we had somebody print a couple of these on gray shirts, and they were a little bit darker gray, were they not? Yeah. So I'm excited.
They were gilded.
Yeah, well, she said one was gilded and one was Vapor, but I'm really excited to see, because this is a little bit of a lighter gray, so I'm excited to see how it's going to come on this gray. And what Elton's doing now is he's taking a Sharpie marker and he's holding it up to the white light, and
I'm just putting a dot kind of around the edges. So when I put it down on here backwards and you can't see the design, then I kind of have some dots to...
Yeah, so he gets it on the shirt evenly. And we don't forget, we got to spray it.
Yeah, oh yeah, spray it.
I wasn't listening. How come you cut a notch out the top of the paper?
Gotta hit it with spray.
I haven't announced that yet. Keep paying attention.
And in case you're wondering why it's cut out like that at the top, there were some kind of black splotches. Now I've been doing this ink stuff, so I've got ink on my hand, so that could have been, it most likely was for me, so I just cut it off. So always inspect your sheets when they come out in case you have that, because it will transfer on to the shirt itself. You need to,
oh, I thought I cut these already. I guess I didn't. Hey, that's that damn much full. You're wasting paper.
So make sure you're inspecting your transfers once they come out of the printer, and if you find any weird dots like that, just try to cut it right out, and that's what I did, so it doesn't transfer onto the substrate.
I'd like to hold everything perfectly still when I scoot it up so I don't accidentally move the design.
All right, and again, we're going for 60 seconds, 400 degrees, very, very light pressure. So we'll come back when it's done cooking. All right. All right, so we're all done.
It's a lot of pressure.
It was actually very light pressure, to be honest with you.
Wow, that looks good.
Okay, so Stan asked, and I don't know if he could hear, he asked why I'd cut the notch out of the top. It's because I had ink on my hands from refilling that, and I'd rubbed some black splotches on there, and I saw it. So make sure you're always inspecting your transfers before you just put them down, and because I always do, and then I trim out any kind of stuff like that that I may see on the transfer, because it won't press.
Oh, you can't even see a line.
I don't think you can either, and I've also, yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah, they say if you stretch it, that helps get rid of the lines too a little bit. But I don't see anything. Let me see. Hold on. Wow. Okay, so you got to show.
I feel like the design's a hair off center, but still good nonetheless.
Yeah, get that one's for you. Hold it up so we can see in the camera.
Oh my gosh, there's something on the corner though.
Yep.
I think it's pretty
piece
cool.
of
He's
lint.
wearing a Muppet
Or something.
Oh,
shirt.
see, and that's
I
what
don't care about
happens.
that. On gray?
Muppets all the
Yeah.
time.
I don't care about that.
But let me zoom in. So,
Ozzy right out front there.
and let me clarify. That is a $5 shirt from Walmart, the Muppet shirt. I did not make that. He loves character shirts like that. So anytime we see them cheap, we always buy him character shirts like that. So that's why it's important to make sure you land. And that could have been me. I told you there was ink on my. I don't know, but still, look, no lines, and it came out really good. All right, guys, so that's us pressing t-shirts for tonight. Again, these are using the vapor. Wait, hold on, wait, we're on camera.
I'm white, get naked. I don't want to.
Show them both white again while we're doing our closing. So we're doing the Vapor Basic t-shirts. Using the new Epson Eco Tank 16500, and we got white vapor and we got gray vapor. And so we hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Reel's gone wild. That's my fish group.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Okay, so it was long, but I wanted to be thorough and actually press some shirts, you know. I mean, honestly, I'm probably going to stick to the no foam method. That worked best with me with really light pressure. So I was really happy with how they came out. And Eldon felt like it was easier to just put the piece of butcher paper inside the shirt versus that foam. So, and anytime I have to do shirts, because he's so OCD about lining them up perfectly, I have him do them anyway. So go with whatever he thinks is easiest. All right, so any questions, anybody? So overall, I'm happy with, you could see the colors, how they came out. I'm happy with the Ink Owl Blacks. I'm probably going to continue purchasing those and using them for a little while, for some time. And then, like I said, on the printer, I will probably just, I will probably do some updates. So anybody who's thinking about getting it and you're just not sure because of the cost, you know, feel free to reach out to me 3 months from now or 6 months from now or whatever, and ask me, "Hi, Amy, how's it still going with that printer?" And I will give you my honest opinion based on it. I don't make any commissions or anything like that. I just used my own money and went out and bought it because I am an Epson fan. Woo! All right, Stan, what else we got for these folks?
Amy recommended that I buy a silicon sheet. It came in one day from Amazon, folks. I think it might have been the best $9 I ever spent, or $7 I ever spent.
I love my silicone sheets.
Well, what I really like about just a standard sheet is that it's smooth.
Yeah.
I notice a lot of them that are for sale have that texture, that matte texture. This is nice and smooth, so I plan on using this with my coasters because they have a little curved edge, and maybe I'll use it with... I don't really need it for the polymer ornaments, but maybe it'll help it get around the edge a little bit better, so I don't have to press it upside down to push it in, you know. That might be really cool.
And that, Tony said, you're welcome, Tony. And just so you know, that video I will be clipping just out, it will go up as a how-to tutorial as well. In addition, I'm going to be clipping the part out about the Epson and adding how to install the profiles and stuff like that, and make just a strict Epson video. So be looking for those on YouTube.
What's a Chalky? Now mine's a Yorkie poo, which is a Yorkie and a Poodle. But a Chalky? Oh, it's brown. No?
Yeah. Yeah.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay, that could be.
Yeah.
Oh, slate, sure, with the silicone, sure, absolutely.
I use this. That's how I discovered. I use the silicone sheets for my slates faithfully, and I've got a few videos on YouTube showing you how I use those, and my slates come out flawless.
You actually used one to weigh down the paper on top of a koozie, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Oh, to give it so I wouldn't have that ghosting. You're absolutely right. It gives it just enough to hold it down, but not too much.
Weight.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
And you can actually cut those sheets down. Look how big that one is. I would probably cut it down in F2.
Well, yeah, it came in a 4-pack, a 2-pack rather. So I was actually thinking about cutting one of them into 4ths, you know, so I could do the coasters.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't have to line them all underneath in one, you know, one area.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so I was thinking about that. Oh, we also have our next show. We've been a little lazy. Sorry, folks. It happens. we have a demonstration about the Esprit sublimation markers from Coastal.
Oh, yes.
They sent us a couple to check out online, on video.
And my daughter did already draw one from me, but I forgot to tell her that
no words.
it's gonna be it'll come out reverse. So I'm thinking about having her redo this. She's pretty good.
You could actually use that on glass. If it was, a glass cutting board, that would be great. I love New York, and we all know why she loves New York, folks.
She loves New York.
Yes. And that would be great on the back of a cutting board.
Coastal sells these, so these are the pens, and we'll be getting these ready for our next show.
Video.
Also, something I'm going to be working on this week for our next Amy show, which is a big deal, I think. There was a thread in the main group about copy paper. Okay. I love my text print paper, and the reason why I went with it is because Coastal recommended it when I very first got started, and they said, even though it says for Rico and Sawgrass, you'll get great results with an Epson. And they told me it's really great for all substrates, not just fabrics. So you don't have to worry about the paper sticking to like MDF or slates or any of that stuff.
Slates and crystal blocks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a thorough testing, and I'm not going to use just one substrate. I'm going to take copy paper, and I'm going to do side-by-side comparisons with my text print paper on a mug, on a slate, on MDF, and on one of Stan's probably towels. I love to use his towels as sample stuff because they're so smooth. So I'm going to do side by side, and we're going to get down to the bottom of this copy paper theory. And if I find that it's fabulous, then hey, I just shared something with y'all. But right now I'm a little hesitant, so we'll see. I'll test it all, put it on video, and we're gonna air that for our next live video. Stan.
I would answer it. I have no idea where it is. I hear it. I found it.
Okay. So, all right. So that's what we'll be doing. We'll be doing this whole paper, copy paper versus text print paper in our next episode.
We also have somebody in one of our next few episodes, within the next week or so, coming on from Heat Press Nation, and they'll talk about all the heat presses they have and Sawgrass printers and
yes, Heat Press Nation.
Whatever.
Woo woo! And we're working on getting him on the next show. Today's show was kind of last minute, so
Jimmy Lynn.
Lynn, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just looking over. So I have one more video. I hope you guys don't mind. Bear with me. It's Friday. It's going to be a lot shorter, but it's in regards to some natural MDF wood, which I'm really excited about. Are we ready to go there? You ready, Stan?
Say that one more time.
We have one more. Oh my God.
Well, no, I was reading you. It's a Yorkshire Terrier and a Chihuahua crossbreed. I have no idea.
Okay, we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there now. Stan never makes videos anymore. We're gonna go there now. I gotta make up for him. You have a video?
Another one?
Yes.
What are you making now?
Watch and see. Okay, in this quick video demonstration, I am just going to do a comparison of the new natural wood sublimation MDF pieces that I'll be getting in, and I will actually be laser cutting the shapes myself. So like here's a new shape that I cut, and then I went ahead and cut this square. And what I'm comparing this to is the Unisub natural wood, which I just got a sample in. So I just want to compare and see what the differences are, because obviously you can see right now the differences is the Unisub's is a little darker. It does have a glossy feel. It did not come with any protective paper on it. Mine will have clear protective coating. So I'm just going to peel it off now. And with any kind of natural wood, there could be some variations of differences, like you can see here, that's from the wood right in there. I love that round shape.
So that's, so you just peel the,
Very nice. When did you make those?
the clear coating off, the protective paper.
Oh, the bottom, yep. The bottom attachment.
And then another
nice.
difference is I'm not sure, is the sides. So I'm assuming they're probably using a CNC maybe to cut these, because with a laser they're going to come with a burnt edge, which I personally like better anyways. So but that's, again, is my own personal preference. So mine also has the shiny gloss feel to it as well. All right, so let's just go ahead and get a couple pressed. So I'm gonna use a...
I'm just gonna say right now, Stan is permanently grounded from live videos until he fixes that stupid fire thing.
Okay.
Just a single logo design on the square pieces.
The comments keep coming in about him.
And I'm gonna use a little bit of the Pro Spray. Just a dab. And I'm also doing this one in a full color design so that we can see what it looks like as a full color design and with just a single logo on it. All right, so you want to make sure you line them up correctly. So I'm just going to line this up. And on this one, because it's just a single logo, I put a very light border around it so that I know to stay within it. Not necessary, but I do it anyways. Okay. I want to make sure we get this one right side up because of my name and where it'll be hanging from as an ornament on the Christmas tree. All right, so you always use butcher paper. Do not use Teflon paper. Use butcher paper. It's cheap and affordable. And and if you buy it in the rolls, you can get it from Costco or Amazon, and it'll last you a long time. All right, so we're going to press at 380 for 50 seconds. Yep. About medium pressure. All right, so we're gonna let it cook and then we'll come right back. All right, so it's done. And we're gonna quickly just lift the paper off. Okay, so
Almost empty.
they both still have a good glossy feel to them. It looks like mine has more of a, like, kind of like a maple. I'm not sure what color of wood to call this, but you can see the differences in basically the two different wood colors. So as far as quality goes, they're both equally the same. Sorry, I'm just looking at, I'm staring at them myself without holding them up at the camera. So to me, the only difference I really see is just the different color of wood. So that would be a preference. So I just wanted to compare because I will be offering this, and I will be getting the sheets to start cutting in about 3 weeks. So I like the Unisub as well. So this will just give you an option as far as 2 different colors. So I'm pretty happy with mine because you never know what you're going to get when you're importing this stuff in, but I'm super happy. The quality is great. It pressed good. Now for a full color design, I mean, it looks fabulous. And if you notice, so you know sublimation does not press white, so anything that has a white color in your designs will mix in with the background. So normally most of the substrates we press on are white, but in this case the wood is the background, so the wood just blended right through, which is nice.
And that's the new ink.
So let's go ahead and press the other sides real quick. It should be done updating.
I think yours is the ash.
Mine's the ash. Okay.
I think so. I think so.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and press again for 50 seconds at 380 degrees, and we'll be right back. All right, so we are done. I'm just gonna quickly release the paper. All right, so these are the finished wood. And like I said, this one, oops, let me get you down. This one here is from Unisub, and you can see that it's just a different color. They both have a gloss finish to them. This is the one I will be offering, the natural wood, and this is what it looks like with a full color print on it. And because I will be laser cutting these myself, you will get the brown burnt blackish burnt edges, and with Unisubs they have a white edge. So this is just a comparison. Unisubs is a phenomenal product as well. So I'm just doing a comparison to see what the differences are. And like I said, the only difference that I can see is just the color. Oops, is just the color of the wood, but they both look phenomenal. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this portion of the video. Thanks for watching.
Okay. All right, so I didn't torture you guys as bad. So this is, like I said, here are the, and nothing, I love the Unisub products. Unisub makes phenomenal products. There's nothing wrong with it. So, but I'm always trying to offer different things. So they're both phenomenal products. So Unisub has, theirs is in this color and mine will be in this color. So it just gives you guys different color wood options. And let's face it, I mean, when it comes to depending on what you need, there could be a difference in what you need as far as color of the wood. And I'm really happy. I love that one. This is going on my tree this year. My tree, my Christmas theme is country rustic theme anyways, because I'm a country bumpkin out in Texas.
So I have to get, did I ever send you any of the faux burlap table runners and placemats?
You did, and I made the placemats last year, but remember, I had a hiccup when I washed them, and you said I got the old ones, so maybe you'll send me some new ones this year. And
yes, you weren't supposed to put them in the dryer.
Yeah. So, but before I'd done that, I took pictures of them because I remember I actually did mine with sub and foil. If you remember, I don't know if you remember.
Yes, I don't.
So I will be doing that.
You did that with the pillow covers.
Yes,
so.
I'll be making new ones this year, along with some table runners and stuff. Oh, she said I'm wrong. Yours is ash. Thank you. I was writing notes down. So,
Okay.
That's what I said. Yours was Ash.
Okay. So that is all we have for you guys today. We appreciate all of y'all that have hung out with us for this long.
I keep shaking my head, folks. It's not that I'm agreeing. I'm trying to get my wings going.
Yeah. And just real quick, a couple notes regarding the group name. Facebook is constantly changing things, and the last time I renamed the group to say that we were having a contest giveaway, I was allowed to rename it back as long as it was within 24 hours. Shut up. They have changed it again on me, because this time you can, with a group our size, you can only rename it once every 38 days, I think they said. So we're stuck with this name for now, but I won't.
45 days. But
45.
Yes.
Okay. We will not be renaming it again. I mean, we don't believe in the whole rename your groups every day like some of these other crazy groups. We only wanted to do that to push the vendors and their giveaways for that one time, because let's face it, when you rename the group, everybody gets notified. But hopefully you guys are paying attention and following us anyway, so you get the notifications. What?
Huh?
Oh, thank you, Tony. That helps.
Thank you, Kayla. I love you. Not your friend Kayla.
I know. Stan shaking his head. Yes, no problem.
Oh, Jill, she so thinks so. Oh my gosh.
I am always right. If y'all don't know, Stan and I are internet husband and wife. and yes, our significant others are highly aware. In fact, Jen and Eldon and they like to take sides against us. Don't Jen and Eldon like to do that?
It's so terrible. It's like I gotta go hide.
So it's actually funny. Yeah.
The wallet should be Monday or Tuesday, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, and the aluminum, we are almost pre-sold out of the MOQ that I had to purchase. So I will hopefully be placing another real order soon. These were supposed to be in on Thursday. Now, not this shape. They're going to come in the square shape, but this is the aluminum for the pet tags. Apparently, China was under some sort of severe weather as well. What do you call it?
Mommy, where the
oh, yes. Look at that. They were under a tsunami or whatever you call it. So they had severe weather, and it caused delays for this shipment, but it looks like it's updating already, and it's in Anchorage, Alaska. So I can imagine I'll probably be getting a Monday or Tuesday then. Yes, that looks fabulous. And here's a way to think outside the box with these templates. Okay, so these templates I make, hold it back up. Hold it back up.
I will.
They're meant to fit on really small tags, okay? But Stan thought outside the box and turned the template into a pillow. Look at the quality of the template. It still came out phenomenal. Now, they're created in 600 DPI. So this gives you room to bring it up bigger and put it on bigger things if you want. And that's just a perfect example. I wish you'd hurry up and stuff that thing and look even better.
I got to get 12 by 18 or 13 by 19 stuffings for the 12 by 18. But I just have to say...
Oh, it was a typhoon. A typhoon. Thank you.
Well, Beth Sparosic actually made some tags with a dog named Jiggy on it. So get jiggy with it, folks.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't have to fill in exactly what it asks you for.
Yeah.
I mean, I listed all my dog's nicknames and real names, and I even, since she passed away, I put a little rainbow bridge at the bottom.
The wood ornaments will be available. I'll start working on listing them this week. I've already got the sheets I ordered in bulk, and I've already got them sent out and on the way. So because of how heavy these sheets are, they come by boat, so it's a slow process, but I should have them within 3 weeks. So I can go ahead and start taking the pre-orders and then start cutting away for them once they get in.
I just realized how beautiful the Statue of Liberty looks. You see that, folks? The Statue of Liberty from the New York State license right up there.
Yeah, it looks great. You're zooming into it, so it's blurry, but yes. Oh yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Thank you, Richard. Richard bought one of the templates, and we've been slowly converting them to Corel. So it took me 2 weeks to get those what I have converted to Corel. Now I'm going to start working on adding new templates, and when we add a new template, they'll get added as Corel and Photoshop at the same time. So.
Yeah. Now, I know we were talking about this last week, but Affinity Designer, didn't it break down the layers from a PSD file? We were able to import a PSD?
Okay, so in Affinity and GIMP, you can open up any Photoshop files. The problem is I know in GIMP, I actually talked to somebody, the text did not come in as editable either. So she just deleted the text and added her own. And the same for the smart objects, which if you're buying 1 or 2 templates, you can get GIMP for free and do that on your own, and it'll only take you a few minutes. Really, it doesn't take that long, because the basic text of where it says phone number, ID, eye color, black, that's all flattened into it. So you only need to build your own text of the actual specs of the pet, and then add your own photo. I forget about Infinity. I did get that. But I'm not for sure. I know the Photoshop opens up in Affinity as well.
No, yeah, I opened it up in Affinity, and it actually opened up the smart object as layers, not as a smart object. Okay, guys, 1 second. So it wasn't an actual smart object. It actually opened up completely in all the layers. So maybe we'll get a little video going to see if we could see if I'm correct.
Yeah. We'll work on a video showing that, because I mean, those 2 programs kind of intrigue me as it is kind of being, an alternate for people to use if they just don't want to pay the monthly fee for Photoshop. You can get an older version of Photoshop on eBay, but it's going to be hard to find one at this point, like what Stan and I use. But and some people just don't want to pay that monthly charge. It's a shame that Photoshop forced people's hands to do that.
I needed 2 silver.
Right, Infinity can do the layers.
Okay,
yes.
got it. Perfect. All right, so.
I try.
Yeah.
It's great having you back on one of the videos. I don't believe I've seen you in a while, Tony.
I know.
Great.
Welcome back, Tony. Where you been? Probably busy with business, hopefully. That's always a good thing. All right, everyone. So that pretty much concludes. Remember to be on the lookout. We're gathering all those Carolina files, and we will be uploading them as one large zip. Remember, the terms are going to be, you can use them.
On your honor.
Yep, on honor. We're going on the honor system. You can use them to press shirts or whatever. We just want you to give a portion of your sales, whatever you see fit, to go towards your favorite charity to help out all the Carolina victims. So, and then the wood, I'll be uploading these for ornaments later this week.
Congratulations, building a house.
Yeah. Oh, congrats. That's big. That's a big deal. And then Stan's got wallets coming soon.
Wallets and polymer ornaments, polymer keychains. Some really nice stuff, folks. I mean, I was really impressed with it. I have some metal keychains here, some more. This 2 weeks I'm going to have beautiful keychain bottle openers, the long thin ones. Pop mats and mitts. Amy has, and linen, right?
And linen. These are a pre-sale. I'm going to be closing this very soon because I've had it open longer than I like to, but we haven't met the MOQ, so I need y'all to get this in so we can get these in time and start making these by Thanksgiving. So get your orders in for these. They're linen, so it's a little bit lighter than Stan's Fox Burlap, so there is a different color variation.
Right, the lighter shade.
Yes. And ornaments. Dude, these are great sellers this year. Don't forget the floating ornaments, and they're...
Oh, yes. How did you forget your floating ornaments?
I don't know. But I don't have all the... So there's many different shapes. You got the star shape, the snowflake shape, the star shape. We just added these. And remember with these... I use a tool to get the glass out, which you can take any suction thing.
Yes. Yeah, she doesn't want to hang out today.
So you can take any suction thing to get it out.
Suction cup.
Suction cup. Thank you. And it just pops the glass right out. See?
Nice.
So once you pop
But
it,
Amy figured it out, not with a fancy tool like that, folks. She actually had a suction cup attached to one of the baby's toys, stuck to the wall, and she used
anything will work.
And it worked. Yes.
Any suction cup. So you know how you find these in the Walmart and they got hooks to put in your shower for $1 or something? That'll work.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be a fancy tool, so anything will work for these.
You want me to do the waffles today?
Aprons,
Absolutely.
please get your order for the aprons as well. Those are a pre-buy, and we'll be placing the order for the aprons and the oven mitt pot holders at the same time. Get your orders in so we can get those closed. I wanna get that done and over with, please.
And also, Em, you mentioned about the ornaments and the wallets. The wallets aren't listed yet because I want to see the exact colors. I ordered 6 different colors, and I want to know the exact shades and duties and everything, and I don't want to give anybody misinformation. They'll be in the beginning of this week, I believe. They're already at customs, so we're just about there with those. The ornaments, they're up for pre-buy because I had the samples here and I know exactly what's coming. There's, they're white.
Oh, and a new product I got in. I didn't even tell you about this, Stan. A new product.
Okay, wait, but you should pre-buy the ornaments.
Okay, smoke alarm batteries. Those will be listed on the site for Stan to buy tonight.
Jen, she's picking on me. She's holding up a smoke alarm battery.
Do I need to send this to you? I mean, actually, the smoke alarm batteries take the square ones, I believe, not the round one.
Ours actually takes AA. That's why I'm.
No.
9 volt?
Those are 9 volt downstairs. It's AA.
Oh, okay.
The 9 volt.
We're going to Costco to get batteries. So.
All right, guys. So we appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much. We're
always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Always fun.
And hopefully y'all learned something. I'm super excited again about the new Epson EcoTank 16500. It's a beast. It's a beast, and so far I'm happy. But like I said, I'll update in 3 more months and update again 6 months from there and another year from there. So we'll keep it going. I'll keep you guys updated.
Bye, Em.
All right, bye, Em. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you joining us. Have a great weekend.
A great weekend, but we're just catching up. We had a holiday in the middle of the week around here, so I'm just catching up on my shipping, and by tomorrow morning, everybody will have shipping invoices. So
hopefully everybody will have shipping invoices by tomorrow.
Except for the stuff that came in tonight might be a little bit, but yeah, we're just about up to date.
We're a day or 2 behind.
Yeah, we'll be there very shortly by the evening.
And Stan's so batty from the chirping going on that you're batty from chirping. Batty from chirping.
Chill, you're gonna laugh at me. You're gonna laugh. My smoke alarms are actually hardwired into the house, and it's the battery backup that went bad. Do you believe it still chirps? I mean, it's still working. It's still plugged into the ceiling. But crazy.
All right, yes, and we're sending prayers out to all the Carolina victims. If any of our members are in need of any kind of special assistance, feel free to reach out to any of us, and we'll see what we can do to try to help out or get some information along or something. So
yes,
we hope you guys are safe for anybody that's affected by that, and be looking for those templates to share and start getting some working on your donations to go towards the Carolina victims. All right, have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Be well, everybody. Don't forget the design group. Some really great work going on there.
Yes, exactly.
White zipper, not very bad.
Okay, be well.
Be
Bye,
well.
everybody.
Sticking out.
Good weekend.
All right, YouTube, you're always last. Bam.
Always last.
Always
What's going
last.
on with you guys? Catch the heck up.
Yes. To our 3 viewers over there at YouTube, we love you guys.
We love you. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. 2 viewers now. We love you. All right, bye, YouTube.
Be well, everybody.